Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video I will be going over Starknet and whatever it has and whatever the growth it has done in the past 1 month. So basically this is a video where you will be able to see what is happening with Starknet and how far it has come and why it is pumping as of now. So I have already covered this coin in a detail, but it was a pretty old video. You can also check that out if you are interested. So first of all, what is Starknet? So Starknet is basically a layer 2 solution for Ethereum. So that is nothing more than that. It has an unlimited scaling as the most of the layer 2s have, but it is zero knowledge proof, unlike Optimism and Arbitrum, so which are on built on top of Optimism Optimism solution, I believe. So this is a bit different from those. So basically this is their upcoming event. Basically these are just nothing more than meetups, so nothing beside that. So first of all, we will be looking into the tokenomics and the token utility and the token info about Starknet. So basically the token is called STRK. So it is used for transaction fees, staking and governance. So these are its usage. So it does have more utility than Optimism actually. So basically 20% went to the early contributors, 18% went to the investors, and 10% went to the Starkware, which is, I believe, their token allocation. So I believe this is what is developing the Starkware. And 12% went to the grants including developer, and 9% went to the community, and 9% went to the community rebates, and 10% went to the foundation treasury and donation. So basically Stark had a total supply of 10 billion, and I do not think they have much more supply than that. So if we do look at their supply release, and we can actually check here on the token unlocks, as you can see here, as of now around 728 million tokens are in circulation. And if we do look here, they have a big cliff coming in around 40 days, which means that 33 million will belong to the investors or early contributors, and for 30 million tokens will belong to the investors, which means that 62 million dollar pressure from the early contributors and 56 million dollar pressure from the investors. So early contributors may not sell, but I think investor will do, so that there is a good possibility in around 40 days that STRK coin may face some sell pressure. So as you can see here, this is the rest of the vesting. And if we look here, there is no actual info on the rest of the tokens. As you can see here, grants, Starknet, foundation, community and foundation others actually are all TBD, to be determined. But as for investors, we can actually see here they will be released slowly. So in terms of investor coin, in around, so they will start getting their coins from April, as you can see here, and slowly they will get their share. So total coin belongs to the investor are around 1.8 billion, and early contributors around 2 billion, which is pretty big supply if you look at it that way. So that means there is a lot of sell pressure coming in. So early investors and early contributors and early investors will get their tokens around April of 2007. So which means that it may not be a good idea to hold this token for a long term. So because of the vesting schedule, because I think the sale pressure will most likely be there. So you have to be careful if you are planning to hold this for a long term. So let's look at something different. Let's see if they have any news coming up. So in terms of news, if we'll check their Twitter, as you can see here, they have a big news coming up. So they are building something called Cairo verifier, which means that it will allow devs to craft customizable layer 3 applications on Starknet in the near future, which means that Starknet may have much more robust ecosystem in the future. That is pretty good. So in terms of dApps, if we look at the Starknet, as you can see here, they have a big growth, and the project actually have gone significantly up, as you can see. So in terms of growth, if we look at their stats, we will be able to see what is happening here. So if we look at the weekly stats, as you can see here, the TPS, transaction per second, have gone up slowly. And in terms of TVL, we look at that later on the DeFi Llama. So in terms of speed, if we look here, the speed actually has been pretty standard, and this one is pretty interesting. So if you look here, the TVL actually has gone up. But in terms of volume, the volume is pretty high. As you can see here, the volume has gone parabolic, which is pretty amazing in terms of Starknet. And in terms of wallet, active wallets, the number, the weekly number actually has gone down, as you can see, from 66k to around 33k or 29k, which is actually the half of it. But in terms of active wallets, the most were on February of 2022, which the 2024, which were around 300k, so which was pretty good, and the number has gone significantly down. So you have to be careful, and you have to check that the activities on the Starknet has gone down. So there is a big thing, and why it's pumping. We'll look at that as well. So in terms of its network, its mainnet, as you can see, it did see some major outages, but it was not that much, and they actually got it fixed. So in terms of the testnet, which has had a pretty good problems, as you can see, they have had around 4 to 3 problems as well. In terms of their mainnet, it has been pretty much stable, unlike Solana. So you have to know that. So this is their roadmap actually. So in terms of their roadmap, as you can see, they are currently working on network stability improvement. So which means there won't be more network shutdown in the future, and they are also building reduced L1 cost with EIP and transaction fee market. So this is basically what they are working on, and this is also reduced transaction cost. They have also something in the future as well. So in terms of TVL, so if we look here, the TVL has actually gone parabolic on the Starknet. So that means there is a lot of activity going on their DeFi, and that is probably because I think many people are expecting airdrops from their protocols as well. You can also use their protocol for airdrops as well, so which could be actually good. So in terms of their TVL, it has gone parabolic, as you can see here. So I think this growth has actually added much more to the market cap of the Starknet. So if we do look at competitor, the biggest one is actually Arbitrum, and if we look at the Arbitrum, it is doing pretty good as well. So most of the layer 1s are doing, layer 2s are doing pretty good, but even if we look here, even the base, most of them are doing good. So Starknet growth is pretty actually good, so I think it will contribute in the price in the future once all of the layer 2s actually starts to go up. So in terms of what do we say, just a second, let me look here what we are saying. So in terms of price action and in terms of any news, as you can see here, they have had this stock gen scaling here, nothing more than that. They did not have any news in the Cairo verifier, nothing more. So in terms of price action, as you can see, I think the price breakout has been due to their airdrops hype and this one. And if we do look here, I actually had drew this entry, and I think we got the entry perfectly here. As you can see here, this wick actually touched this support zone for a quick minute and went back up. So this breakout has been pretty good. So I think the best way to trade this one as of now is because you cannot actually hold this for a long term. So as for holding this, I think it is pretty good to hold it around for this year at least, or just a second, let's see. So I think this coin is pretty this coin is pretty safe to hold for at least 1 year, but after that I don't think it may not be a good idea. So in terms of entry, I think the best way to trade this coin is to enter around here 1.19 if you are interested, but it is still a risky entry. If the demand does not come, I think it may go down. So in terms of price prediction, I think it could actually hit $4 to $5, because if we do look at its market cap as of now, it is not that much. It's only 1.5 billion, and I think the growth in terms of market cap may come in next 2 to 3 months if the BTC actually does perform. So you have to be careful. If the BTC does not perform, it could actually go down, and it could be trading around 700 market cap, or even below that. If it does, I think the price will actually be half of that. So you have to be careful if you're planning to trade this in if the BTC does not perform. But as of now, I think this retest could actually help it to go up. So I think the another entry is good around 1.92 it could hit it and go up again. So I think the bounce back will come, but you have to be careful about entering. So if not, I think this is pretty good entry around this demand zone, pretty good around 1.77 to 1.74. that is a pretty good entry which I would be looking at. So thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you. I will be back with more. Thank you.